this lecture we are going to learn about what is a covariant return type. Okay, so let's begin. I am going to write a very simple class. Okay, so I have created a new class. Let's see. I am going to write a simple class. I have given a name, a simple class, and I am going to create a main method inside that. Okay, so in this lecture we are going to learn about what is covariant return type. Okay, sorry, covariant. Yeah, it's fine. So what is covariant return type, and we are going to learn about it. Okay, so covariant return type means it returns many may vary in the same direction as the subclass. If you have a class, right? If you have a class, let's see, we have a class parent. Okay, we can say we have a class parent, and like this. Okay, we have a class parent, and we the parent class have a method that will return the instance of parent. Okay, so we have parent. Okay, and get instance. I have method get instance. You can give the any name, right? Gets instance, and it will return. You can pass just this, right? So we have a class. What we have a class, a parent class we have, and we have a method that will return the instance of the parent class, right? The class name that will return. So as you know, in inheritance, what we have to write, if we have a class child, if we have a child and that want to inherit the feature of parent, then he has to write extend keyword, and in the extend he have to write the parent, and parent will have the data, all data in the child. Right now, why? Because we have inherited using the extend keyword here. Okay, so if the same method child wants inside child class, right? What should be here? It should return the child parent, right? A child object. Okay, so whenever the get instance method will call, it will give the child instance here, and if here this instance will be called, then the parent will get, right? So I'm going to just see a message here. I'm going to write a message type, right? What we have a message, let's see, as a method that will give you the console message, right? So I'm going to write system.println a console message, and I'm just giving you okay, we are learning covariant return type. Okay, so whatever we are going to learn, it will give the message covariant return type. Okay, we are learning covariant return type. Now what do you have to do in the main class? From where the program will execute, you have to just give the uh, object of the child, and you can do, right? So how we can do? We can just create a new, and then we can pass the child, and child will call the get instance, right? So we have the get instance method, and get instance can, because get instant will give the object of child, so we can call the message here. So let's see and check the console how it is giving the value. See the console, I am giving you console here. See your console giving the message. We are learning covariant return type, that we have given the console message in the message, right? So now you have a better understanding of the covariant return type, that it gives a return type may vary in the same direction as a subclass. Like we have a subclass, and it will give you as per the subclass. Okay, so before Java 5, it was not possible to override an method by changing the return type. But now, since Java 5, it is possible to override method by changing the return type if subclass overrides any method whose return type is non-primitive, but it changes its return type to the subclass. Okay, so we have given you a very simple example. We have a parent class, and parent class wants to inherit the child, and child have their own method that will return. We have override the method, right? Child get instance, and get instance will give you the instance of the child object, and from the child object what you can call the message method you can do, right? So before Java 5, it was not possible to override any method by changing the return type. But now since Java 5, it is possible to override method by changing the return type. If subclass override any method whose return type is non-primitive, but it changes its return type to the subclass. So we have gone through the example, and the note is that if you are learning in beginning, so do not learn this, right? So this is very simple if you are want to learn about it. So where we will use the covariant return type. What I'm trying to say that if you are a beginner, first time you are going to learn, skip this topic. Otherwise, if you have a simple experience in the OOPS, you can go through that. So how is the covariant return type is implemented? Actually, Java doesn't allow the return type based overloading, but JVM allows a return, right? Type based overloading. Okay, so JVM uses full signature of the method for lookup resolutions, and the full signature means it includes return type in the addition to the argument type. So that is a class can have two or more methods differencing, like it can be differ only by the return type, whatever the parent has and whatever the child has. So here we have a Java compiler that uses this fact to implement the covariant return type. So it all depends on the Java C compiler. Thanks guys, and stay connected.